Concert Crew Podcast, we back again.
Yes, sir.
Today, Don Cartagena, 25.
25 already.
The 25th anniversary of Don Cartagena. This is Fat Joe's third studio album released on September 1st, 2023.
2023?
Oh, damn. I'm tripping. September 1st, 1998.
I was about to say, God damn, baby. You know, you going to fuck up my boy, the Don Cartagena, like that? It's an instant. Oh, my goodness. Man. This is crazy. This album is crazy.
Yeah, man. September 1st, 1998. So, before we get into that, before this album came out on September 1st, 1998, what was the landscape of hip-hop at that time? 98 was a great year.
Yes, it was.
It was all Pun DMX at the time.
Pun was definitely
Pun was heavy.
it.
This was and this was perfect timing because it was bringing Pun right back at you on some dope tracks, and it made you take Pun caliber of NC up to a different level. Because you got to realize that not only was Pun on this, right before this, he was on Nori.
Absolutely.
Nori was out,
and he killed that joint. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a Puerto Rican invasion. But overall, this joint was just dope, though. This was like, to me, this is his best album, and this joint was crazy, man.
Yo, so in 98, is it safe to say that New York got the crown?
Yeah.
They got the crown, but the South is coming.
Yeah.
South is definitely coming.
But
South got something to say.
But I agree. Nori, we just talked about Nori, his 25th anniversary.
Shit, DMX alone.
NRE was hot, but DMX, it could probably be safe to say that 1998 was the year of DMX.
Yeah. Jay-Z too. Jay-Z had a good album.
Yeah, but I don't think, even though Jay-Z was big, but I don't think you can say anything that might have been bigger in 1998 than DMX.
Nah, not
but
at
Jay-Z
all.
definitely was that guy, especially with the streets.
Yeah.
Jay was that guy.
For Hov to sustain a double dose of X during this time, two powerful albums,
Yeah.
you got to be nice.
And remember, Jay-Z was still closing the Hard Knock Life tour.
Yeah.
As big as DMX was, which is crazy. But Puff, Mace, Bad Boy, they're running the radio still. Bad Boy is running the label, the radio. Puff is just crazy right now. He's on this album, so we're going to talk about him. Mace is a star. Nas is still that guy. He's kind of like in a little off season right now. But he's still getting ready to cook up. And then Busta Rhymes is also hot also. But the South, man, the South is coming. Yeah. Master P and them.
Real heavy.
Master P and
Storm
them.
is brewing.
Master P and them is
Real
down.
heavy.
They down there cooking right now. Dropping 100 albums. But Master P and them is cooking. And then right behind them.
They eating, though. Man, you got to realize that Master P and them eating on a different level.
Yes.
Yeah.
Master P has shit coming out every week, damn near.
Every week.
Every week.
Your boy want to get on? All right, let him know he need an album done in 2 months.
2 days.
That's because that's how we cooking.
We the album in 2
And
weeks.
That's how we cooking.
And all of No Limit going to be on the album, too.
Absolutely. All No Limit. So you let him know he pick his poison where they come in at.
And they got Snoop at this point. They moving, man. And then right behind them is Cash Money Invasion.
Yeah.
And Cash Money is about to drop a classic. So, and they cooking right now. Cash Money cooking. So the South.
Good time for hip hop.
Yeah, absolutely. The South. And then we got all these next generation guys. Camerons, Nature. I ain't even gonna call it the Locks, but the Locks was fire at this time. The Locks they was killing everything. Heavy requests.
Like Mos Def, Talib, they was kind of
they was coming.
A little bit.
Yup, they was coming up.
Yeah.
What's my man? J.O. Felony.
Stop it.
Wow. Yeah, we reaching.
Nah, he was pretty.
You reaching.
You reaching.
Stop it,
You
Sean.
reaching, not J.O.
Jay.
Nah,
Come
man.
on, man. We mentioned the Jay on the Fat Joe Cartagena episode 25. The last thing probably come on. You might have cut that.
But where was Fat Joe in his career at the time this album came out?
I think he was riding Pun's wave. Honestly,
Yeah,
not riding his
he
wave,
was-
but he was
Fat,
right there with him.
yeah, but you know that was their team. But
Yeah.
you know they was the 1-2 punch. But Joe was still out. You know what I'm saying? Joe was like heavily respected in a whole different fashion.
Definitely.
That he probably didn't even have to drop an album, but being as though that you know, that big pun ring and that beat nuts and all that joint was all blending together. It was only right for him to come out. It was the Don Cartagena, man. You know what I'm saying? It was him. Like, what else would you expect?
I agree. First, Fat Joe was heavily respected.
Absolutely.
Sure.
He's heavily respected in hip hop, but he also was heavily respected in the streets, man. Fat Joe was known for beating people down, like throwing people down steps. Like, I heard all kinds of stories. Like, they was ruthless. So Joe already was like respected in the streets, and then he was heavily respected in hip hop, which benefited him because he had great relationships with like a lot of the best people, and it definitely helped this album. And we'll get to talk about it a little bit more, but. Like, Big Pun's success got Fat Joe out there more.
Yeah.
It helped the whole team. So as soon as Big Pun blew up, they was probably like, all right, Fat Joe, like, yo, you got to continue this run, man. Like,
it's your turn.
Yeah, so, you know, I think before Big Pun came out, Fat Joe's biggest song, because he had, like, underground songs, like Flow Up. I think his biggest song was probably I Shot You Remix before Big Pun came out. Yeah. I can't think of he didn't have no commercial songs at that point. It was all straight underground DITC.
Yeah, digging in the crates
type look. He ain't had no underground. Pun bar him to a whole different audience. Man.
I agree.
Yeah, so he was really still coming up. Like he's really still coming up at this point. Did you have was this album anticipated? You would say?
I would say. Yeah, in a way to ride that
in a way, wave,
Puerto Rican wave.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that ride the pun wave because we knew that they was together, but the Puerto Rican
that's what I'm saying
was the plus to it. But just the overall, he was there, so it was only right. He in the video, he holding the umbrella for pun. He turned off that's his guy. We know who the man is, but we know that he bringing his guy in. So. Man, listen, I'm about to drop this joint right here, man. This is it, the Don Cartagena.
Yeah, I agree. I think I don't. It was, of course, it wasn't anticipated like Big Pun album, but I do feel like they were like, okay, Big Pun kicked the door down for the Latino artist. He's the first Latino rapper to go platinum. Mm-hmm. So now, Fat Joe, let's keep this run of this.
Momentum
because they almost opened a different wing. Of course, we had Latino Spanish rappers before, but the way Pun took it to a level that was like uncharted territory. Because Fat Joe almost kind of had a head start. He like, yo, I'm with Pun. I'm already respecting the hip hop. You already know I can get down, but now Pun just gave me this alley-oop. So let me see if I can turn it up a notch. Pretty much. Yeah. So yeah, man. So I wouldn't say. Maybe like more like New York kind of like anticipation. I can't really say like all the different down south.
I could say like the Streets probably wanted it because this being his third album.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
The Streets, there you
go. And the Streets got a good one. I'm telling you, they got a good one with this one right here. Real rap.
Well, Sean, man, album cover, man, Don Cartagena.
I think the album cover plays off from the intro track.
It does.
Him leaving the courtroom.
It does. We're going to get to that.
So.
But it's like, I like it because, we'll talk about this even more, but I like it because he got the whole team up there with him, man.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm the Don, but I'm coming with my team. I'm coming with my team right now, which
absolutely.
I think that's dope, man. And then the album, the title is his last name his name is Joseph Cartagena. So it's just Don Cartagena. So it's just playing off of his government name. But
kind of Cartagena.
Yeah, that's what I want to say every time I say it. But it's
Cartagena.
But it's Cartagena actually. But Don Cartagena is the third studio album by Fat Joe. It was released on September 1st, 1998. By Atlantic Records, Craig Coleman's Big Beat Records, Mystic Entertainment Group, and Fat Joe's Terror Squad Productions.
This is
the album has production by Dane Grease, LES, Marley Marl, Ski Beats, Buck Wild, DJ Premier, Young Lord, Rashad Smith, The Beat Nuts, and many more. Don Cartagena has guest appearances by Big Pun, Puff Daddy, Nas, Jadakiss, Raekwon, Nori, Crazy Bone, Lazy Bone, Charlie Baltimore, Rail, Cuban Link, Prospect, Armageddon, and Triple Sace.
How do you not have a a dope album. Having those producers, those featured MCs.
This shit
crazy,
was it, man.
The album was recorded from 1997 to 1998 at D&D Studios, Mystic Studios, Marley Marl's House of Hits, and Soundtrack Studios, all in New York. So it was in New York. Vibe. So it's a New York album. All right, but let's get into this. Don Cartagena. All right, track number 1. We got Courtroom Intro.
Honor in the Court.
Produced by Mac 10. Now, you know what's interesting about this? Mac 10 and Fat Joe got real cool
close
around this time. They did a movie together called Thicker Than Water.
Oh yeah,
Sean, you seen that?
Yeah,
I ain't see that.
That was.
But
that was on BET. No, I seen it on BET one night. So yeah, I think who else was in it?
I think Pun had a small role in it too, didn't he?
Who else was it?
I never seen it.
Not Exhibit. He wasn't in it.
Exhibit probably might have been. There was other rappers in it though.
Yeah.
But him and Fat Joe got real cool doing the movie, and Mac 10's actually in the John Blaze video too. So all that they connected during this movie. They really got tight. Him, Big Pun, and Fat Joe and Mac 10. They got kind of tight with him.
I used to always love seeing stuff like other rappers in the videos and shit.
Yeah, that was dope, man. So this is like the intro, like you said. It kind of goes with it. But don't kind of go. It does go with the cover, man. He's like he just beat a case. And he coming out. They asked him what he think about it. So
then they start asking. He's the leader of Terror Squad. He said, "Boom, shoot this motherfucker."
And that goes right in the track 2, The Crack Attack, produced by LES.
Love this beat. This is how you start an album.
This a nice first song.
I bet you thought I left you hanging.
This beat
Joe Crack returns banging.
This don't sound like a Premier beat.
It do. It
sound like a Premier
beat.
It do. But
I bet you thought I left you hanging.
LES is he was Nas's DJ.
Yeah.
And he also produced on Illmatic too.
Yeah.
But this beat hard, man.
This don't go in.
And they got
the Mac clack clack.
And then they got the Cardiac. They got the Shook One sample in this.
Yeah.
Take these words home and think it through.
Yeah.
Well, the next time
From a right might be about you.
Yo, this beat is hard. LES
beat is crazy, man.
This don't go in.
It's a hell of a way to start the album, man. And this goes into track number 3, Triplets, featuring Big Pun and Prospect.
Oh, they killed this.
This beat is crazy
Big
too.
Pun. Oh my goodness, man.
This produced by Dame Grease, so you already know Dame Grease.
I wonder where the sample came from.
Oh man, but it was so crazy because you start learning, like the more you listen to it, you start learning the Spanish they saying. He be like, aye. I used to be my part.
Yo, Big Pun runs this song, the verse and the hook.
Since day one, niggas died at the dawn. Now something long. Now Terror Squad is 1,000 beyond.
Yo, Pun leave his imprint all on this album.
Yes, he did. He ate this
shit. All on this album, but he kills this verse and the hook, man. Destroys it, man. And this,
he said something about Giuliani and everything.
Yeah.
It is a shame my niggas truly mock me, but who can stop me from breaking niggas off like Hunyaki? Niggas really lit at lyrics.
Pun is ill, man.
Pun is that guy, man.
Ill, man. This leads to track number 4, Find Out.
Pun again.
Featuring Armageddon.
Pun again.
Produced by Marley Marl. I don't think
Pun is on here. He on here too.
No, I don't know. I think the words is wrong on some of the. I think on title and all that they got Big Pun on there, but it's really Armageddon that's on this song. I did see where they credited Big Pun, but Big Pun is not actually on this song.
Oh, okay.
It's actually Armageddon on this song, but produced by Marley Marl. That's another hard beat to me by Marley Marl.
He came out the gate like swinging. This is how you start an album, yo.
This don't even really seem like a Marley Marl beat to me. This beat hard, yo.
Yeah, this don't go in.
And this leads
he killed this joint. Yes, Fat Joe went in on this joint. Yeah, he went in on this joint. You can't underestimate Joe bars on here.
Nah.
His bars is real on here, and he was coming hard, man.
Yeah. Track number 5, we got Don Cartagena featuring Puff Daddy.
Title track.
Produced by Richard Young Lord Fearson. This is the first single.
Dun dun dum, dum 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 dum. This beat was dope.
Yeah.
So I said it would be easy.
This was just joint freaks.
Hey, this joint was hot.
What y'all wanna do, huh?
This joint was hot,
man.
This was right off the Puff wave. Puff was hot at the time.
Was super hot.
And to put Puff on here was a great idea.
No, that also shows his pull because, like we said, Fat Joe was really considered an underground artist,
and he killed. And Fat Joe went on this one.
So for him to get Puff on as hot as Puff was at this time,
run it with pun till I'm gone. That's word is born on my mom's.
This a big feature, man.
Huge feature.
Huge feature, man.
Puff wasn't in the video though.
What your boy Puff say? What your boy Puff say?
Adios to Mayana. Who ain't thought we ain't run the street. Now you can't sleep. 10 deep. Convoying in the Benz Jeep. Rolling deep in the Conchata. I don't know the words. I put the chrome in your cotta. Adios to Mayana. I wanted to see him do that in the video so bad. You know he would have had a make.
You was looking for adios?
You know Puff would have been extra in that video doing that.
Yo, tell me that don't sound like Nori.
Nori might have wrote it.
I feel like Nori might have wrote that.
He might have wrote it.
He might have wrote that.
Yeah. He might have. But then I think this started Puff little Latin wave too. You know what I'm saying? Because he came with the joint with J-Lo in the video and all that. And on his album, he had the Spanish girl and all that.
Oh, Senorita's a classic.
Yeah, it's the Senorita. Yeah. Look at my boy. Senorita's a classic. That boy lit up.
Senorita's a classic. That was my joint right there. Nah, this I ain't gonna say it's a hit, but it was a good song, man. Like, it was a real good song. For Fat Joe to try to make a commercial song, it wasn't like corny.
But it was still like
it wasn't like corny. It was like he bought Puff, and Puff did what Puff do, but it was still, it wasn't like just like corny. It was still like it worked.
It got him on the radio. It got the video spins. Yeah. It worked.
Nah, it definitely worked. But it wasn't bad. Like, I liked the song overall. On track number 6, My World, featuring Big Pun, produced by Baby Paul.
A lot of money in here. Oh, man, I used to love how this song. Yo, me and Augie, we used to try to go back and forth on the motherfucking joint, man. Me and my boy Stan. We used to try to go back and forth like, yo, you listen to it, I listen to it. That shit got too critical because he always wanted to listen to it like me. Yeah. I said, man, Stan, you got to get your own shit, man.
Oh, no, my brother. You got to get your own.
He ended up getting it.
Yo, I like Fat Joe flow on this song.
Yeah.
Like,
we in the plot in, wondering if my squad going to stop bubbling. But we not because we all still shining. You average. We falls 4 carat diamonds. Laying up in the plus your sweets with the thuggers. Free she love to eat plus bust the heat. See, with the same principle. Oh, man.
Yo, I like how they flipped this Luther Vandross sample.
Yeah, that was a hell of a flip, wasn't it?
That Luther Vandross flip was dope, man. And Pun stands
Pun
out.
Came
he got
in.
that hook on
that
hook. He does a hook on the song, but like,
and he killed it. He killed it.
His presence is felt.
It's my life, my money, my world, my girl. TS sound like the 3rd round. One's the brother because you want a dick. But as long as the song is ripped, you can't tell me shit. We've been getting this since Prince was the bomb. Before he changed his name and started making wax songs.
Little shot at Prince.
Yeah.
Yo, he killed that, man.
Yeah.
Can't tell me shit. We've been doing this since Prince was the bomb.
Before he changed his name and started making wax songs.
That's dope, man. Yo. And it's funny because he only did the hook, but he really
he brought the song.
He changed.
But Joe was
no. I will. Yeah. Joe was crazy on that.
Joe was definitely doing this thing.
I actually feel like they could have made this another single, man. That's how dope I thought this joint was. This joint was dope.
With Fat Joe, nothing on my wrist but crushed ice. Hop in the GS with the bub lights. Just the life that a player portrays. Looking lace in my FJs 5, 6 days. Remember Fat Joe had the clothing line.
Yeah, they was wearing the 560 joints. I'm doing fine.
I had the hoodie. That's all I had.
Yo, we're going to get track number 7. John Blaze featuring Nas, Big Pun, Jadakiss, and Raekwon. Produced by Ski Beats. Classic posse cut.
Classic.
Nas came in from the rip.
Oh my gosh.
He said, my stripe sells like regiments. I leave no evidence, credentials, correct principle. Even talking to my old principal, he tell you how I used to pack a number 2 pencil.
Stabbing students.
Hit the student can't plus the class, pass my reefer and over the class. Ooh.
Damn.
I was incompetent, not able to learn. No tape was turned out. Got my old label, my earn. Like that nigga said in Dead Presidents, money to burn. Queensbridge, play, hollers, respect, knowledge to vet, knowledge to rap, polish baguettes. Niggas is this and that.
And then, man.
Here come Pun.
Oh,
Here
come
Pun. What do you say? My T puff lie. Anyone test the pun must die. Give me one try. Now you know you done fucked up, right? You ain't got no wins in mi casa. Que pasa? You ain't even in my class. I hate an actor that plays a rapper.
I'm Terror Squad.
He got everybody's favorite rapper.
Damn.
Yo.
Who don't blow out your brain mineral?
Yo, they ran that song.
He said, now you know you done fucked up, right?
Yo,
I appear in your dreams like Freddie, do no kidding you. Even if I stuttered, I would still shit on you.
Yo, classic. I actually think this song in my opinion, I think the list goes in the order that they rap.
Oh, like the best verse?
Yes.
Oh shit.
I think Nas and Big Pun is like 1 and 1B to me, man. It's close. It's close, man. Yeah. They both kill that.
Jada had
my attitude is subject to change. I mess around and spit 12 at the driver's side door. Your range 6 hit you, the other 6 up in your dame. Mafia style. Leave you with your watching your chain. So take heed that. Not only can I flow, I can aim. Cause y'all misdemeanor niggas can't stay in the rain. Better believe that. Whenever I see that, I'm respect. Only cause I know that facts respect pressure. Hardcore like shit you get kicked out the yard for. Kids ain't the cops, but I lock niggas up. You can meet me in my cell. I soak and sock niggas up. Far as the flow go, you can let your dough show. Put your money on the table. We can battle on cable. Your hot dog niggas be Megans. Surround with Jason. Your shorty from the locks, John Blaze. Son, cool out. Don't beef, yo. Pull the tool out. This rugby stick is kidnapped. They work. Make them move out. He said the sneaker rocker with the flicker rocker football.
Racking up like Foot Locker. Oh,
play like Foot Locker. I had to play this album for somebody that really kind of slept on it and forgot about the songs on it. I had to play it for him.
Yo, this song, man.
Classic.
He said, jump out in the wicked blouse. Yeah. Killing sickness. Lex Imagination Law go-karts.
and the thing
this
about
video was dope.
It's crazy. That's another... It's another like example of Fat Joe's pull to not only get these MCs on a song, but then, like to get them to do a video.
You connect them boroughs. You got Staten Island. You got Yonkers. You bringing in Queens.
It's a heavy message,
Bronx.
Man.
Like, come on, man.
Simple mathematics. You gotta love us, because Joey Crack plus Cat equals a lot of dead motherfuckers. If you thought it was done, I recruited Pun. Terror Squad, Enterprise, Undisputed, done. Yeah.
And Fat Joe ain't no slouch on this.
This song is probably one of the best posse cuts. We talked about this, didn't we?
No, we going
to because we forgot this one.
What's next up?
Yeah,
this joint is crazy.
This posse cut is crazy.
And you got the scratches. John Blaze,
Johnny Blaze, and the damn thing changed.
Come on, man.
Classic, man. Classic.
This is hip hop, right here. This is hip hop.
This is a classic, man. This is
parlay. I had a
this is up there on my posse cuts list. I don't know whatever my posse cut list is. This is up there, man.
Absolutely, mine is definitely one of them.
This song is hard, and man, the way Nas and Big Pun set this joint off. I remember when I first heard these verses, I'm like, what?
I reminded that motherfucker. Rewind.
Yo, they was killing it, man. Yo, they was
it was getting so bad, I start skipping shit, man, and getting right to this, man. But the album starts off so good. The album is so dope, though.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, word. Even the next track.
Word. Track number 8, Walk On By, featuring Charlie Baltimore and Rail, produced by Buck Wild. He said, yo, Kid Capri in the beginning.
Kid Capri.
Yo, Joe, man, you can give him something for the ladies. Man, this is for the hoes.
Them bitches.
No, Joe, give him something for the ladies. No, this is for the
Hey, yo, what you say? What about all the young ladies and the positive ladies? Like I said, nigga, this is dedicated to the hoes and bitches. He said, this ain't for the intelligent, civilized demons.
He
said, for the hoes and bitches that's swallowed up by the ladies.
Ladies, this ain't the most positive message to the ladies.
Spam dirty is right.
But actually, this is definitely not the most positive.
He was going on this,
but no, Fat Joe is running this song with his flow. He is running this song with his flow.
Hey, yo, I treat them like they act. We played like a hooker and get paid like a mad hoe. Rumor take it that you take it and get.
I like this.
Why was that edited?
I love the way you hold that.
No,
I
always wonder why was that part edited. I don't know.
But then he's saying like fucking stuff on there. But I'm like,
I always wondered that.
Rel was on this joint. Rel had a nice hook.
Yeah, he
Fucking
did.
for money.
I actually thought this song
Playing niggas, but they can't do shit for me. You ain't spoke my ride, but my ride. And if you ain't fucking just walk on by. Classic.
I actually felt like Charlie Baltimore could have probably been left off this joint. And I ain't trying to hate on Charlie Baltimore, but I don't think she bought it like Fat Joe.
He was trying to save her. You got to realize Big just passed away not too long ago.
I get it, but she could have came harder because Fat Joe was flowing. Like his flow was right on this song.
He was going in.
I felt like she could have came a little harder, but I felt like this song could have been a single. Like this song was alright.
Yes, man. It was. Yeah. And when it come on right now, they still do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Man, track number 9, that gangster shit. Produced by DJ Premier.
Damn. Come on, man.
This be so hard.
Joey Crack. Damn. Is this Premier?
Yeah. It's all crazy.
Dope Premier beat. Yeah. This is like
back to the streets.
This is like
back
a classic.
What you want, huh? That gangster shit.
This is a classic DJ Premier type joint. This is hard. This is that New York sound right here, right? This is that New York sound. Ding, ding, ding. That be hard, yo. With a beat like this, you can't go wrong, man.
You can't, man.
You gotta give Joe his props. He is barring this album up, man.
You also gotta give Joe, you gotta give Fat Joe his A&R props.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
Beat selection on this album is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Absolutely.
Man. Track number 10, Bet Your Man Can't Triz, featuring Big Pun, Cuban Link, and Triple Sace.
I like this joint.
And they always said that Cuban Link, because due to Big Pun weight, he used to help him out with his verses or whatever. Yo, Cuban Link was nice, man.
Cuban Link was nice.
This was the second single. This was definitely going for like a crossover look.
Yeah.
And I remember the video. They was kind of having fun. Too, they was like joking, having the fun with the ladies. But Big Pun verse on here, his verse on here is tough.
Yeah.
But Cuban Link verse is tough too, man.
Cuban Link joint. Scoop a dive right between your thighs. Come on, man. Cuban was... Oh, damn, I'm trying to...
I like
how Pun joint start.
Flow was like different. He was just like he was in this little pocket. Like it was like the flow was like it was. I can't even emulate that.
Punch man can't do it like that. Can't work the middle because it's thing too little.
I can't even rap like his rap because that. He was saying that joint in like a certain cadence, man. It was just fun different, man.
This joint, man, this is definitely a good single.
This is definitely
good single.
I felt like if they could have got a bigger push, and this could have probably went further, man. Because this had a hit type, sound all the way on.
Kind of like a salsa type, not salsa type feel, but
it was commercial type sound, but it worked though. It sounded dope.
Yo, so we like 10 songs in. How you feeling so far about the album?
Very good. If it was a 10-song album,
it would have been an instant classic.
Certified.
It's like this is a strong,
man, but yo, like
this would have been Fat Joe's Illmatic.
It was real.
Yeah, don't end it with Triz if you're gonna make it Illmatic. But this would have been definitely classic, man. Yeah, it's a strong. That's a strong 10 for sure.
That song though, man, it just was so catchy. Bet your man can't do it like that.
Like, make it scream, mama, adios, mama.
And then Pun was just crazy.
Like his beat, I can't
Heavy
even do
girls to give you $1, we can give it to my yana. Ain't nobody yana, no nada. Word of Allah, give me some Mississippi masala. I'll be in the silent truth with the knowledge of the Cuban yana. Cool it, mama.
Yo, his cadence was great.
The way he's just bouncing on the beat.
And he bring the Spanish in there.
Yeah, he was killing that joint, man. Yo, that's a dope song. Track number 11, Misery Needs Company, featuring Noriega, produced by the Beat Nuts and Ghetto Pros.
This beat is crazy.
The beat is hard by the Beat Nuts. The song is okay to me, but the beat is hard. Nori on the hook. Nori was hot. I felt like Nori I don't know. I felt like overall the song could have been a little better, but the beat is hard.
Yeah, I agree.
For as hot as Nori was, I felt like it could have been something a little better. But this beat hard, yo.
Yeah.
I mean, he just gave you 10 straight bangers. This is not a skip, but it's like, it was cool.
Definitely a little dip.
Yeah. like dip.
Track number 12, we got The Hidden Hand featuring Terror Squad, produced by Spunk Bigger.
It's another small little dip, but it was dope. You know what I'm saying?
The beat, it's about the lyrics more than the beat on this song.
Yeah, I agree.
But Cuban Link and Big Pun, again, killed this, man. They killed this, man. They all right on this. I really think both of them.
Pun is killing this album.
Yeah, absolutely.
Period.
Pun is killing this album.
He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to take it to another level for his guy.
And he did. He brought us a game.
Yeah.
Easy.
Like I said, Pun put his imprint all on this album. Yeah. Footprints all over the place. Big footprints too. Word. Nah, I agree with you. Pun is killing this joint, man. He's killing. I feel like he was in the studio the whole time, like Ghost and Ray with this joint. That's how this joint sound, man.
Snoop and Dre.
Yeah, word. This is crazy, man. All right, track number 13, we got My Prerogative featuring Armageddon.
The introduction to Armageddon.
Produced by Armageddon.
Yeah. It's all him on this song.
So
he let him get a whole track.
Yeah, it's a solo song, Armageddon. Like Cuban Link was kind of big, well, wasn't kind. He was Big Pun's guy.
Yeah.
Armageddon was Fat Joe's guy.
Yeah.
He was the guy that Fat Joe was really trying to break. So this is the alley-oop from a solo song. The beat kind of happy.
It was all right. It wasn't.
Armageddon produced this beat is real happy. It's real happy.
I like this Armageddon track.
You like it?
Yeah. He was spitting on this joint.
I wasn't really big on this.
Do you think this song fits the album so far?
Yeah, I do. It fits right in. Like you said, this is God.
This is God.
Yeah.
It's definitely God. He was pushing them. That goes right into track number 14, Good Times.
Good Times.
Featuring Crazy Bone and Lazy Bone, produced by Rashad Smith.
It's a celebration.
Good times.
Good times. Good times.
This song ain't bad, yo.
It ain't at all.
This song ain't bad.
It fit the vibe, and then you gotta look at who's on here.
And I wasn't a super big Bone Thugs fan, but this song, all right. And remember, he the one who introduced Bone Thugs to Biggie.
Yeah.
So he was cool with them. They was real good. But this ain't bad, man. And even after listening to it after all these years, I'm like, damn, I probably like this song a little more now than I liked it then. Yeah. Because when you got songs like John Blaze, this song get overlooked quick.
Real quick.
Word.
At track number 15, the final track is Terror Squadians featuring Terror Squad, produced by Kirk Gowdy.
This is a good way to end the album, I feel like.
Song okay.
Yeah. Nah, it's more than okay.
More than okay?
Yeah, this beat, you know what I'm saying? And then it's right there. It's like doom 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 doom. Dun, 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 dun. Yo, this joint. This was one of my joints on here.
Pun kills it, and I like Fat Joe's. I like Fat Joe's verse too.
Absolutely, Fat Joe started off for pressure. Then they got the whole Terror Squad.
The other guys is kind of okay on here to me. The other guys is kind of just wasn't their best. Right. That's what took down the song to me. I think the other guys in Terror Squad, they ain't bringing as much as Fat Joe and Big Pun. But I don't think nobody can really say. I don't see how nobody can really say that Fat Joe didn't give the Terror Squad shine. Because, this album is a big Terror Squad showcase.
Out party almost.
So I don't know how really any of them could argue that Fat Joe didn't really give them an opportunity, because this album in its alone is an opportunity.
On top of that, they was on Pun's album,
too. On Pun album.
Yeah,
so
they was.
They got a chance to shine.
It was more. This album, to me, was more polished than Pun Joint. To me. I like this album more than Pun Joint.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. You said that before.
Yeah, I said that.
You said that before, but we're gonna get into that. But Don Cartagena debuted at number 7 on the U.S. Billboard 200, selling 106,000 copies in its first week. The album received mostly positive reviews. Don Cartagena became certified gold with 500,000 copies in the U.S. This became Fat Joe's first album to receive a plaque, and is also his first album to have to make a top 10 debut. So this is a bunch of first. So this is really Fat Joe's first taste of commercial success,
for sure.
So what would y'all say the impact of Don Cartagena was upon release?
I think it put Fat Joe out there just out there with Pun. Like he's really out there now.
Yeah.
If Pun was the star, you was like the guy. Even though it's funny because it's not really like he's like his little man. But in music wise, people looked at Fat Joe as like second to Big Pun.
Yeah. Anyway,
but business wise. Fat Joe was the dude.
Oh, yeah,
he was the man. Yeah. So they was really like
period though. Fat Joe the man.
Yeah.
Fuck business and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was the big dog. That's why it's the Don.
And even
that's why they called him the Don.
Even if on some street stuff, he was that guy. Like in every way. And I remember
even from the part when they was in jail, he was like, "You don't know Fat Joe."
Yeah,
the dude was like Charlie Rock LD. Yeah, he called Charlie Rock over there.
And I seen something where I think it was something. I think Pusha T said he was locked. One of his Pusha T's man he was locked up with, and it was like, "Yo, I seen Joey on TV. I didn't even know Joey rap. Like he just knew him from the street. He was like, yo, because he don't pay attention to the hip hop world. He said, I didn't even know Joey rapped. I was like, wow, that's a hell of a cosign for some street stuff though.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I think Don Cartagena, it wasn't like commercial success like Big Pun, but streetwise,
this was it. This was it. This was that album. This was one of them albums, dog.
It was like this. If Big Pun was like the commercial Spanish version, this is like the Spanish rapper version for the streets.
I wouldn't even call Pun's album like commercial success. You think so?
Man, still not a player.
I mean, that's one song, but
man, that's one of the biggest songs, nigga. That's a hell of a come
up. It don't get no bigger than that.
I mean, but his album don't sound all like that.
It don't, but that one song alone, that one song alone is what puts that thing to full throttle, man. So big Fat Joe on the other hand, it was like he built off his underground sound, but like he elevated it, but it was still streets though.
He enhanced it.
Yeah, it enhanced his hood sound to reach a way bigger audience.
Yeah.
And he got tracks. He even got songs for the radio too.
Absolutely.
But it's not like all the way out there, like all the way like
shiny suits.
Yeah,
it ain't real super duper like on the popular tip.
Yeah.
But it's there.
But it's there.
But it's there. You know what I'm saying?
But if you know, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah. But you got to know because Big Pun just smashed him.
Yeah.
So this is guy. This is God. You know what I'm saying? This is the man who brought him out. Yeah. So, man, this album was right on time.
Yeah.
I'm be real with you. It was.
So how would you describe the sound of Don Cartagena?
To me, it sounds like 98, yo. When I picture 98 hip hop, it sounds like this. You got DJ Premier. To
me, if it fit who he was, Don Cartagena. The album sounded like some Don shit, and he just had it nice and spaced out. And then he attacked all levels in all eras, if you ask me, man, because he had something for the ladies, but for the hoes and bitches. But they still liked it. You know what I'm saying? And then
hoes and bitches.
But then you can reflect for the song that with him and Puff for the women. You get what I'm saying? So. This was a this was a real catchy song. But for the fellas and like for anthems and shit and like to hear your favorite artists on here at the time, like Raekwon, Jada,
Nas on the
same track, that's big, man. That's huge. That ain't no poop putt shit.
Overall, like this is New York hip hop set. Like this group of producers on this joint is heavy.
Absolutely.
Just off of names alone. But albums where you got all these big producer names and it's kind of underwhelming. Yeah. Like these producers brought it to me.
Yeah.
Like
absolutely. They made a real good album.
And once again, shout out to Fat Joe because I think his A&R skills is underrated. Because
sounds are so cohesive.
He's the one who says on Big Pun, I'm like, yo, I'm the one who picked a lot of the songs. I'm the one who like kind of came up with Big Pun's style, got him whatever he want, with what you need to dress. So like for him to bring these beats together and make it into an album, like this is hip hop New York sound. This is streets with a little like freaks will say with a splash of a commercial,
just a splash
of radio song. But he didn't go all the way off the ledge with it though. Just good enough to like get them on radio, but for the most part, this is for the streets, like hard joints, like it's a lot of when we reviewing them albums and we be like, man, it's cool, but he needed a couple street joints. Yeah. Like he gave you more than enough street joints on here, them hard joints, man. So what did this album do for Fat Joe's solo career?
It kind of solidified it as far as rapping to me. Because I think this was like one of his best rapping albums, like that he had, like as far as his bars. Because Fat Joe was rapping his ass off on this album, man. Like he had some good shit, man. And then like, man, this joint was nice, man.
Yeah, I feel like his flow was dope on this album. Like he may not say all the metaphors and stuff,
punchlines.
Yeah, like Big Pun and all that. But just off this straight flow, like he was really he was riding these beats, man.
Straight to the point.
Yeah, he was getting it done, and it was hard.
But I'm sure being around Pun, Cuban Link, Armageddon, he's like, let me step up too.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this is what Fat Joe had a lot of commercial success after this.
Oh,
this is the foundation for like the Triz and the Don Cartagena song. This is the foundation for the song with Ashanti
What's
and
Love,
the What's Love.
man.
Like he kind of just the Charlie Baltimore song was kind of foundation for the What's Love. So all them
backs.
Bet Your Man Can't.
Lean back. Bet Your Man.
Yeah.
Like,
That video was dope too, cause that was the Hollywood Squares. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Hollywood Squares joint. That video was dope, man. That made that song.
It was fun.
A little better.
It was dope. Yeah, I feel like all of his commercial success that he had later, I feel like the foundation was like started with this album right here.
But then honestly, it's like who doesn't want to see Fat Joe win after like that was his third album, and it's like he's finally getting recognition from his third album.
And this is a big
album.
This is a big album.
And it's
also a big jump because this guy, he was really considered super underground.
This is a big album.
His last album didn't sell nothing. He was just straight street.
This is a good this is a big album.
Yeah, man. So this did a lot for Fat Joe's solo career. It really made him a household name. I think he was respected by the hip hop industry, but to the world, it was like, yo, Fat Joe, he dope too. Big Pun's that guy, but Fat Joe, he dope too, man. Like,
but I think also like this puts like another stamp for our Latin brothers to come out and rap. Joel Ortiz, terminology, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we can do this too.
Cause let you know
and have success.
Yeah, because it lets you know it wasn't a fluke. We just only gonna let Big Pun in.
Yeah, exactly. No, we need one of y'all.
Nah, Fat Joe nice. And then we got Cuban Link killing it, so they got a whole squad. It's the Terror Squad.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, like, what did this album do for the Terror Squad as a group?
I think it opened people up to more than just Fat Joe and Big Pun, because now Cuban Link. You're hearing Cuban Link rap, and Cuban Link was nice. Armageddon, the introduction to Armageddon. You know what I'm saying? But then it really opened the door for people that came after them, like Tony Sunshine. Remember him?
Yeah,
he was a singer. He was dope. You know
Remy
what I'm saying? So Remy Ma.
Yeah,
you feel me? Remy Ma came later, but she wasn't around yet. But like it was a good look, man.
I feel like Big Pun's album was like their first, like the first time you really heard them. But I feel like Fat Joe really prioritized them. Like, yo, I'm going to really get y'all out there. Now, whether I know they didn't go along and do big things, but like Armageddon, like he got a good look from Joe. I mean, I don't know if he mad or not, but you really can't say he didn't give you a good look on this album. You
got a whole track.
You was the only one that got a solo song. That was your guy. Cuban Link was killing this album.
Yeah. So every chance he got, Cuban Link was killing shit. Period.
And they're on multiple.
Rap City.
And it's not like they had one Terror Squad song. They were on multiple songs. Like they were on at least 3 songs.
Right. Cuban Link was sort of like the pit bull though, man, for him. Like when it was like time for some bars and shit like that, he was ready.
He would come in ready.
He was ready, man.
I think this really set up. If you didn't really believe in him yet with Big Pun album, I think Fat Joe album really set up their group album.
Oh hell yeah!
Even though I didn't like their group album, it set it up though. It set it up, and then they did not bring it. I don't know what was going on.
Fell apart after that.
I don't know what was going on.
Then Pun died. It really got bad.
When Pun died, it was a wrap. But I don't know what happened. But after this album, I bought Terror Squad album. I have it. But after this album, I'm like, bet. Terror Squad next, let's go. Like,
you had to.
A hell of a high. And then I heard that joke. I'm like, damn.
Who chose these beats?
Exactly.
Who A&R this?
Was Fat Joe around?
Fat Joe must have been on tour. Big Pun was on tour.
Ain't nobody co-signed that.
I don't know what
How
was
long did y'all
good.
take to make this?
What was your favorite song on Don Cartagena?
For me, definitely John Blaze. That's an all-star.
John Blaze.
It gotta be 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 John Blaze, man. But my second favorite would probably be My World.
That song tough.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? My World was dope.
I like My World a lot too.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, 2 through what? And 2 through what? 10?
2 through 10. That's
2 through 10?
9 straight bangers, yo.
Yeah.
That's
and
crazy.
number 1 is the intro, so that's why we saying 2. But
That's a hell of a pocket, yo.
A hell of a run.
motherfucking right.
It's a hell of a run.
Don't even matter for real. Kind of will come up next. Just kind of keep it up just a little bit.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is give us a 5, and we'll make it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just give us a 5, and we'll make it through, man, and make a good album.
If this album came out today, how many headphones you think you would get this?
I would still give it 5.
Give it 5 headphones?
Yeah, I would get this joint 5 headphones.
Does it sound dated listening to it?
No,
now?
it actually don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It don't. It really don't.
It's a 5 headphone album, man.
Wow, 5 headphones?
Yeah,
I
man.
might
2 through
lean in a 4
2 through
and a half.
10.
Yeah, I'm thinking 4.5.
Yeah, you only saying that now, but during the time that this motherfucker came out,
This was hard. It was hard.
what was going on, Carl? We was in high school.
It's crazy.
Was we?
We definitely was in high
We
school.
was in high school then, you know what I'm saying, at that time. This
getting
was
ready
right after Nori. We just coming off of Nori High.
Yo, this is our
Endpoint.
this is our senior year.
Yeah,
This is
nigga.
we just came back to school.
Yeah.
We just came back.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, we was on the bus stop with this joining the This Man.
This album.
This was crazy. I'm telling you.
Sean, what
This
you was in
man.
elementary school then?
98, I was going in. I was in 8th grade, about to go into 9th grade. So
Yeah, we was in. This is our senior year in high school, man.
That's it was.
98, I think I was still walking around with the Bobby Digital tape. RZA joint. The joint was
98, you was walking around with that? Out of all this shit that was out?
Nah, I mean, I had other stuff.
It just was Bobby Digital.
You just chose Bobby.
Out of everything.
I'm glad we ain't
I'm
go
gonna
to
keep that Bobby
I'm glad we ain't
Digital
go
on.
to the same school,
Nah,
Sean.
I'm gonna keep that Bobby Digital on.
Nobody asked
Motherfucker like, yo,
about
let me see what you listening to.
Take this back.
Here, bro, I'm good.
No disrespect to the RZA, but Bobby Digital showing
Pass me some
98.
Pass me some Britney Spears.
Bobby Digital, that boy was bumping.
Nah, I'm gonna go with John Blaze, but he had some joints on here.
Yes, he did, man.
Yo,
Fat
when's
Joe
the first
is-
time you heard this album?
I kind of bought this album like immediately. Like, I was looking forward to this album.
I bought the real shit.
Yeah, I bought the real.
I bought the real album.
I remember my friend Andre, his uncle was the DJ, and he had the vinyl. We was playing a record at his house. I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy.
Oh, that's
But you know, at the Honeycomb, we had like a 100 disc changer, and sometimes we might be buying 3 or 4 of the same thing because you might keep the one for the crib, and then people want one in their car. But this album I actually bought when we went to the store to get. I said, man, I'm getting this on my own because I got a disc man.
Word.
I want to hear this motherfucker on the bus. So I'm out front on the corner, me and my boy Stanley Augie, we blowing. The blunt ain't finished. We walking to the other bus stop. The blunt still ain't going, so we walking to the last bus stop. That's the bus Carl was on. By the time that joint come up by Hellas, it was on, man. I'm telling you. That's how that shit was.
This man was clutch, yo, holding it like this all day.
Absolutely.
Yo, mine had the 60-second anti-skip.
Oh, man. With Bobby, that shit ain't skipped at all with Bobby.
I didn't
in
have
it.
it with Bobby because I had the tape.
Oh, you had the tape.
Yeah, I had to see this.
This album was crazy.
Yeah,
Yes, it
definitely,
is.
This
definitely.
album was crazy. All right, where does this album rank in Fat Joe's discography?
I think it's his best album.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Not easily, because Jealous One still, Envy is still that knocker.
the first
it's just
one?
real hood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jealous One's Envy.
The first one's better.
You don't remember that? You might want to go listen to that.
The first one's definitely better than the second.
Yeah.
I like Represent and Jealous One Still Envy. They just sound like undergroundish.
Yeah.
But this album to me is crazy.
I think Free said it best. It's more polished.
Yeah.
It sounds like more like, all right.
Because it was on some Jealous One's Envy is like some DITC super underground hip hop, but it's dope though.
Dirty beats.
Yeah, there's dirty, and then all the albums after that pretty much. Well, he had hit songs, but they wasn't like the best. I did like the one album he had called The Dark Side, the first one. That was all right.
What do you think happened after that? After
what?
He was worried about making making hits. He made hits. Mm-hmm. He had when you get number one songs.
He was making hits.
Yeah, when you go
making hits.
He wasn't worried about albums no more. It's just like, yo, I can make this single. And then he went to the ringtone era, and he had a bunch of hit singles. Make It Rain, all that.
Fat Joe got a lot of hits.
Yeah,
man.
he do.
Remember him and Remy
Don't sleep on Joe.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Like he got a lot of hits, man. What's Love?
Did one of the best probably one of the Lean Back. Probably top 10 songs ever.
That's a big song.
Think about all the people.
That's a huge song.
Fat Joe put on. That alone is just
crazy. I would love to get Fat Joe on the podcast,
That'd be crazy.
So many questions that they not asking.
His stories is
crazy. They started thinking capping, but he got receipts with everything.
He do.
He is killing them with receipts,
and he's well respected. Nobody ever talked bad about Fat Joe.
Absolutely. And the only problem that he really or the only issue he kind of really had was the little beef with Hov and him. He said, man, if he knew any better, he would have been dead at that shit. He said, man, I missed so much money.
Yeah.
He said, it is not because people ain't want to deal with me. It's just that they was in bigger business with Hov.
Yeah.
And they had a loyalty to him. And they was like, man, we fuck with you, Joe. But he said Michael Jordan even called some shit off. When the beef shit happened and they was going through whatever they was going through with 50, he was supposed to have a sneak coming out with MJ.
Yo, and they said even 50 said, looking back, he said, yo, the realest beef I had was with Fat Joe.
Yeah, Tony Ayo said too.
They was really about that. He said
it was about that work. And he said they was everywhere.
Yeah. He said Fat Joe and them. He said Fat Joe people was everywhere. They said Fat Joe held Tupac down when he was in jail. Yeah. They said Fat Joe put the call in.
Yeah.
Like Fat Joe was heavy in the streets, man. But this the reaching segment of the program. Freaks. Any albums that came out in the past 25 years that remind you of Don Cartagena?
I ain't doing that, man, because
I would think it gotta be like a Latin.
As far as hard shit though, like tracks and like the way they come in and the sound and the hardness and I may be reaching Plugs I Met. Just as far as the category, because Plugs I Met, man, had a strong start to it, and it had that hood sound, and it had them songs. That's
Benny.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Plugs I Met, man. Plugs I Met was crazy, man.
Well, I gotta reach for you, and it's in the same family, but you have to know about this album. Everybody may not know about this album, but let me set it up first. I gotta set it up so you get the visuals. Listen. So you got a guy that is the man, the businessman. He got a bunch of nasty, dope MCs around him, and he's the curator pretty much. And he puts out the album, but it's really his men's around him is shining. I'm gonna go with Griselda, West Side Gun, Fly Guy. Benny and Conway is getting busy on there, but he getting busy too, but he's not the lyricist of the group. It's Benny and Conway. Fly Guy. If you ain't heard Fly Guy, check it out. You may agree with me because Benny and Conway is getting busy on there. Trust me.
Yeah, I feel you.
There you go. It's outside the box.
That was way outside the box.
Yeah, that was real crazy.
Fly Guy. Boom, 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 boom. Nah, I'm gonna go with Fly Guy. That's all I got.
Nothing.
I can't think of nothing, man. Because this is thinking gotta be like a Spanish rapper New York.
I was thinking outside of the Spanish. Outside of Spanish.
Yeah, I gave you that because I just thought that, man, for that. But Benny joint is much shorter, but
definitely shorter.
But you know them songs, man, they came like Crown for Kings, Sunday School with 38 Special, Jada, Dirty Harry with R.J. Payne, Conway.
That's the one with Black Thought too, right?
Yeah, and Black Thought. Yup. Yeah. Took the money to the Plug's house. 18-wheeler, Pusha T, 5 to 50. He just had a strong, like that Plugs I Met joint was dope, man. He just needed 2 more songs on there. And I kind of got that like that aura of hip hop feeling from it. You get what I'm saying? You know, I'm reaching though. But next question.
One more reach. If I'm gonna try to take it new school with somebody who I feel like was kind of, it was hard. It had some hard songs on there, but they also were trying to cross over a little bit. I'm gonna go when Meek came home with Championships.
Ooh.
That's a little outside thinking, man. A little outside.
You know what? That's Meek's 3rd album.
Yeah.
It's his best album. It's Fat Joe's 3rd album.
There
it's
you
best
go.
Album, see?
There you go.
Man.
There you
go.
That's it for my reaching segment. I don't got nothing else, man.
My arms are too tired to stretch anymore.
Fly Guy, and
Meek.
I want to say Jim Jones something, but I can't think of an album that really.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. No disrespect to Jim, but let's go.
Oh, what's the Jim Jones album I like though? The one he did a couple years ago. That album was crazy with the Heat Makers. You know what I'm talking about? The album was crazy.
Not Gorilla Glue.
It was.
No,
it was
no,
dope.
No,
it was.
No. It's just it's the Jim Jones album with the Hit Makers.
I'm about to tell you right now. But I didn't like the what you call version.
The deluxe version.
El Capo.
El Capo.
I didn't like the deluxe.
Forget the deluxe.
Yeah.
El Capo, Don Cartagena. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with El Capo. I like El Capo.
Yeah. I can see that.
Meek Championship and Fly God. Those are my little outside the box joints right there.
He's like, okay.
You out there?
Hey man, check them out. Y'all may not have heard them. Check them out. All right. What's the legacy? 25 years later.
The Don
Cartagena.
The Don.
What is the legacy of this album?
The Don, man. This album is like one of them albums in '98. When you mention Nori and all them, you got to mention this album to me.
Yeah.
I'm just being real. This was like, and it's so New York. It's so New York. And the features and everything that he got in there, he tapping in a little bit. Everybody, that joint is crazy. And then he got one of the best posse cuts probably ever to be made.
Yeah, it's up there. I'm gonna say Don Cartagena is 98 was a great year hip hop.
Hell yeah,
a lot of classic albums,
classics.
But this is one of them hidden gems of that year where if you were like, yo, what's your sleeper album of 1998?
And it would be this one.
I would say this.
But nobody slept on this though, Carl.
Yeah, but it's just so much other. You're going to go to DMX first.
Yeah,
you're going to go to Jay-Z first. You're going to go to Big Pun first.
This was one of my favorite albums, man.
It could easily get lost in the sauce. And it's crazy because I don't think a lot of people even heard this album that's going to listen to this episode.
Damn.
So I really don't think they heard
this. This is probably one of my top 5 albums in '98, man.
You gotta be really a hip hop head to tap into this. So if you haven't heard Don Cartagena, like really go
jump
check
into
it out
right
man,
now.
Yeah.
Because this joint is dope. Freaks, I disagree with you. Before we get out of here, I disagree with you. You went on record saying that you think this album is better than Big Pun's Capital Punishment.
Yeah.
I
to me.
disagree with you.
It's cool.
I understand.
I understand you that Want to Be a Player is one of the biggest songs. I understand, but it can't fuck with this. It's more blips on Big Pun joint than this.
Blips?
Yeah, you know what that is. Little fillings.
This song you don't
He had more
Fillings.
songs on there too, though.
He definitely
he had a lot of fillings.
And he had skits too. As tracks.
I will. The only thing
He don't got 8 straight bangers on that album. 8 straight. No. If ands or buts, we can go track for track.
Only thing I give you is that I feel like overall Fat Joe's production was better. I give him that.
Which makes a better album.
No.
Prove my point.
No.
Come
Did
on.
you hear the way Big Pun
Let's
was
go.
rapping?
I did hear that. Did you hear how he was rapping on this? Okay.
You want to do
I'm just
that?
making sure. Pun was on hooks and everything on this.
You want to do that?
Man, hey, man, we can do that whenever. You want to
I'm
go on
just saying,
live? We can go on live, baby.
Go on live. But if you take Big Pun off this album, what is it?
Well, you would say that. You would say that. Come on, man.
How about this?
We ain't gonna do that.
What songs did Fat Joe rap better than Big Pun on this album?
None. That Big Pun was on together?
Yeah.
None.
Besides the one that he had the hook, Fat Joe killed that song.
Well, that
Yeah.
Big Pun ain't rap.
Yeah, I know.
But
That's what I'm saying.
But Big Pun's
Big Pun is the lyricist. We already know that, so that's a bad question, Sean.
It's not a bad song.
It is a bad question because we know that. But that don't make his album better than
Capital Punishment's a better album.
Okay, all right.
Because Pun's a better lyricist, and that lyricist, what you respect about Pun, when you hear Pun's album, what you say, man, it's bigger.
I respect that, but it's not a well put together album than Don Cartagena.
Sean, you the deciding factor, man. What you going with?
I do like them both. I do like Capital Punishment a little bit better, but I can see what Freaks is saying that
I see what he's saying. I like
because it's shorter and it's like
I like
it's
Don,
one compact.
I like Don Cartagena's production for sure.
Capital Punishment was like 21, 22 tracks.
Yeah. And also Fat Joe does have a nice flow on this
Does
whole
have a nice
album.
flow.
Absolutely.
I just feel like Big Pun's lyricism is almost second to none the way he raps to me, and that puts him over the top. And it's not like Big Pun got a bunch of whack songs.
I feel you.
But I do kind of feel like Fat Joe got the better beats.
He do. We gotta take a poll on that.
Yeah.
I'm going with Capital Punishment, but we gotta take a poll, see what the people think
say
about
no
that,
more.
man. But Fat Joe, Don Cartagena, happy 25th
25 years, man, for this
man.
fucking classic.
Joey
Classic.
Crack.
Woo!
Shout out to Joey Crack, man.
Big shout out to
Squad.
Fat Joe, man. This is one of my favorite albums of all
I
time.
don't even know if he really knows.
It's
that.
definitely in my top 20 albums of all time.
Underrated album.
Top
man.
20, top
Super underrated
25.
album.
Underrated album.
You think he knows the impact that it had?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't know if he really do.
If
man.
he we would gladly explain it to him.
This is for the hip hop. This
Shit.
is for the hip hop.
Come on in, Joe. We gladly explain it to you.
This
We
for
gonna give you that shit though. You come on our shit.
This for the hip hop heads right here.
You got to be a hip hop head for this.
Definitely got to be hip hop.
And I think that he will only respect hip hop head's opinion for this album.
Nah, you got to, man. This joint dope, man. Shout out to Fat Joe. Shout out to Terror Squad.
That gangsta shit.
Rest in peace to Big Pun.
Yes.
Shout out to all the Terror Squad. I wish they could have kept that together and really did it
Yeah.
right. But shout out to Cuban Link, Triple Six, Armageddon, Prospect.
Tony Sunshine.
Shout out to Remy Ma doing her thing now. Puff, of course. Nas, Jadakiss, Raekwon.
Yeah.
Man.
Charlie Baltimore.
Nori.
Rel.
Everybody.
Nori.
Rel,
Lazy-
Crazy Bone,
Crazy
Lazy
Bone.
Bone.
Yeah.
Everybody. All the dope producers.
Triple
DJ
Six.
Premier. LES. Beat Nuts. Crazy beats,
Yeah.
man. Dame
Ski
Grease.
Beats.
Ski Beats, man. That John Blaze beat
Yeah.
is fire, man. Yo, shout out to everybody, but happy 25th anniversary.
25, man.
Don Cartagena, Fat Joe. Yo, salute to everybody involved. We Concert Crew Podcast.
Yep.
Yes,
Make
sir.
sure y'all go follow us at
Download,
Concert Crew
subscribe.
at Concert Crew Podcast. Make sure y'all go download, subscribe. We on all digital platforms. Yo, go to our YouTube page, man. Subscribe. Yo, we
Please.
appreciate all of y'all. All the support, all the videos. Keep running those views up on all those videos, man. And like we always say, we're going to continue to March 4th. Long live our brother Tez, man.
Absolutely.
Our brother, man. For life, we got you. We holding you down.
I love this episode.
We missed you, Brian. I'm pretty sure he was saying this album was a classic.
98
too.
was his year, too.
Yes, it was.
And he was on this album. This one of his favorites.
Don Cartagena, 25. Concert Crew Podcast. We here and we ain't going nowhere. Yo, Pito.
Hit us with the fader, baby.
Hit us with the fader. We out.
Yep.
TS.